Alright, so welcome back to this crazy series. It's a series, man. It's officially a series based on the things that have happened throughout this ordeal. It's officially a series. I mean, so far Ben has been doing extremely well. I gotta give him a 10 out of 10 for creativity. 10 out of 10. World-class creativity on ways to poke at someone to get them irate enough to respond to you. 10 out of 10. But without further ado, let's get straight into this video, because I really want to see a happy ending coming out of this story. Because be honest with you, Ben has worked for it. This is truly a masterclass in how to get back properties that were taken from you or that's been withheld from you. This is a masterclass. And Ben is dishing out a masterclass, and it's pretty exciting, to be honest with you. So let's get back into it.
And now it's tomorrow. But the store has Brian's phone number blocked, so he can't call them. So instead, I called the store to see how Brian could pick up his Lego sets. I was just wondering if you guys are still down to get the Legos back today.
I think I just want to make sure everything's properly.
The guy I'm on the phone with was trying as hard as he could to stall. It turns out that this is actually the same guy in the security camera footage that kicked the old owner out of the store. Google says his name is Brandon Best, and apparently he's co-owners of this franchise along with Joshua Johnson. But for some mystery reason, they weren't able to give the Legos back today.
They said they'd give me an update on Monday type thing.
Now it's Monday.
Today is Monday. Hey, I was just calling to see if you guys are still down to give the Legos back today.
He said. I imagine it'll get done sometime this weekend, so I don't know for sure. I don't have a quick update, unfortunately. Unfortunately, I still don't have really a good update. Yeah, you bet. Thanks for your patience. Sorry, it's kind of crazy.
Hey,
Please leave your message for.
he said I probably won't be able to talk tonight. What the heck? Why do they keep postponing this?
Call has been forwarded to voicemail.
What the heck? Yesterday he said he would call me today.
Call has been forwarded to voicemail. Call has been forwarded to voicemail. Is not available. Please leave your message for.
Bruh, the minute your call gets hit by 3 consecutive voicemail, 3 different days, you've been blocked. You've been blocked, bruh. So now they're trying to pull the same tactic that they pulled on Brian. Damn, this is shady business.
It's been over a month now. And yeah, I've gotten no answer.
And finally, after a really long amount of time, they finally answered my call.
I'm not going to distribute those things at this point. We've kept them on hold for this long, so.
I've just been told that Bricks and Minifigs is no longer going to give Brian his Legos back like they promised. And at this moment, I finally realized what I did wrong. Josh said we could get the Legos back once we make peace with Amanda, but we never actually really made peace with her.
And I'm not signing nothing from anybody.
Now it all makes sense. Unless we can somehow find a way to make peace with Amanda, we are never getting these Legos back. So, I printed out a more official-looking peace treaty and traveled from Los Angeles all the way back to Bricks and Minifigs in Oregon.
Well, I made it to Oregon. Hopefully, I can get Amanda to sign the peace treaty this time, and we can finally get the Legos back. Hello.
What?
That you're not allowed here.
Oh, no, Josh told me to come back. I think we didn't get the Legos back because you didn't sign the peace treaty. You want to call Josh?
No, I'm calling the police.
Bricks and Minifigs is still doing the same thing they've always done. They're still trying to get me arrested just to avoid giving the Legos back. The problem with their plan, though, is Bricks and Minifigs is never going to be able to arrest me because I have a get out of jail free card. I've actually had this card the entire video. I just haven't used it yet. Let's rewind all the way to the beginning so I can show you what I mean. So basically my friend said that you guys have some of his Legos, I think? Nope, it was even before this, right here. I made a contract with Amanda that says I, Ben Schneider, should not be trespassed in all of these legal words for any circumstance whatsoever and for literally any reason. They cannot trespass me. And it's effective for the next 10 years. But this only really works as a get out of jail free card if I can get Amanda to sign it. But how the heck am I gonna do that?
Hi, sorry, I got a delivery. Can I get a signature?
For some reason, Amanda just started signing our contract without even reading it.
Thank you so much. You're welcome.
In America, we have a duty to read contracts law, which states that you have to read a contract before you sign it. And if you forget to read it or you just choose not to read it, it's your fault and you still have to do everything the contract says. So even though Amanda didn't read it, she signed it, so she has to follow everything, including a clause that says for every police officer she calls on me, she owes me $5,000 in liquidated damages. So let's fast forward and see how much Amanda owes me. We got $5,000, keep going, $10,000, $15,000, $20,000, $25,000, $30,000, $35,000, $40,000. Okay, I think that's all the times Amanda called the police on me, but if I'm gonna be honest, even though Amanda has been helping cover up this giant theft, I still kind of feel bad for her that she owes us $40,000. I mean, that's a lot of money. So I'm going to stop continuing to trick her, and I'm finally going to come clean about the contract. Once Amanda sees the agreement she's in, she'll finally realize it's not worth it to continue racking up this $5,000 debt. Instead, a much easier option would be we team up together to convince corporate to give Brian his Legos back.
I'm calling the police because you've already been trespassed off the premises.
Well, you don't want to owe $5,000 more, do you?
I don't owe anything, and I'm asking you for like the millionth time you need to leave.
You did say that I'm allowed to be here. You signed a document. You did it?
I never once said you were allowed to be here.
Well, then whose signature is this then?
That is not my signature.
It's not?
Why do you have anything to do with signatures here?
Because you signed this, right?
No, I did not.
Is that not your signature?
So, no, it's not, and I'd like to know how you guys got a signature that's even close to mine.
Well, it says every time you call the cops, you owe us $5,000 for like punitive damages, but...
So, really?
Well, I'm just following the contract that you signed.
Okay.
Now that Amanda knows she can't call the cops on me just for being here anymore...
Bruh, Ben, that contract that Amanda signed in an unaware mindset, that contract that she signed unaware in that she was actually signing something like that, I think, Ben has some good tricks. This is, even Amanda, I'm shocked. I'm shocked. But Amanda is more than shocked to see her own signature on something like that. $5,000 for every time the cops are called on you. I owe you $5,000. Now she owes $40,000. And if she calls the cops again this time, she's gonna owe $45,000. Yeah, she's in deep water. Now, Ben can literally take legal action against her. Is Ben going to do it? Let's see what happens. Let's get back into the video.
I decided to call Josh to update him on how making peace with Amanda is going. Hey, I just went back to try to apologize to Amanda, but what Josh said next, I was not ready for.
Dude, when we took over that store, there was nothing in that store. The shelves were empty. I don't know why you guys are thinking we're the bad guys.
Josh's story has now completely changed. Now he's saying even if I'm able to make peace with Amanda, they still won't be able to give me the Legos back because they never even had the Legos to begin with. Well, if Josh is telling the truth, then why did Josh say this to us last time?
We're happy to give you your stuff back.
I mean, what stuff of ours would he be giving back if none of our stuff was even ever in his store? You're like, what about this?
I'm happy to go open that stupid cupboard and you can have all the sets in there. I want to give it back to him. I'm happy to give you the inventory. Get the inventory to Brian and give him back. I'm not gonna screw you. You have my word. That's not who I am. I promise you. I swear to God. I promise you on everything.
I mean, Josh is on video swearing to God and on everything he'll give us the Legos back. But now, for some reason, he never even had the Legos. This makes no sense.
Dude, the shelves were empty.
So I decided to remind him of all of these examples where he claims they do have Brian's Legos in the store still. And this was his response.
Fuck you, I never said that.
Yeah, you did.
Give a damn of your fucking opinion. It's wrong. And if you want to test your fucking opinion, let's go to court. Who enforces the law?
The court? So
Exactly.
so you're saying that...
Man, it's just a
So you're saying...
difference of opinion.
So basically what you're saying is I'm wrong, but you can sue me for it, is what you're saying.
Yeah, that's the long and the short of it.
So you know you're wrong. So you know that you stole the Legos then.
Let's go to court then.
Okay, let's do it.
Okay, is that what you want?
Yeah.
You really want that?
I mean, I would like to just get the Legos back, but if that's what you want... I mean, it seems like this is what you want. I'm giving you every out that I can, but...
Let's just not go down. Look.
Dang.
Don't go down that route. It doesn't really matter because...
I just want to get the Legos back. They're Brian's Legos, give them back. It's pretty easy.
It's kind of funny that this entire video, Josh has just been begging me to sue him.
Tell me. Let's go to court.
But the second I agree to it, his attitude completely changes. It's almost like Josh doesn't want me to sue him, and the only reason he's saying that is because he knows that by saying it, he can get away with his crimes. But now that Josh thinks that there's a chance I might actually sue him, he's getting scared. In fact, he said if I do sue him, he's gonna tell the world that I'm the one that stole the Legos.
Think you can f*** yourself.
Dang.
You, man, you stole them, bitch.
I stole the Legos?
Yeah, you're a fucking thief.
Dang.
Okay?
Okay.
You can shut the fuck up. That's your fucking choice.
So basically, these are my two options. I can do what Josh wants me to do and shut up, which I can say right now, I'm definitely not doing that. So what's the alternative? I can, I guess, raise hundreds of thousands of dollars somehow, and then maybe spend 3 to 4 years in court fighting them, and somehow if I win, then we can finally get the family their Legos back. Yeah, both of these options suck. Or maybe I can somehow find a way to engineer a third option, which I call option number 3, small claims court. Think about it, small claims court is basically just like big boy court, except it costs basically nothing, and you get a judgment pretty much instantly. So I gathered my friends around a campfire to tell them about option number 3.
One of the thoughts you had was taking the small claims court, right?
No, because it's way too much money to take to small claims court.
You can't take someone to small claims court, Ben, for $200,000.
Yeah, it's $12,000 at the most, right? $12,500.
Everyone hated option number 3, and I guess it makes sense. We ended up looking it up, and you can actually only sue for $10,000 at the most. So if we go with option number 3, Brian actually could win $10,000 pretty easily, but then this is what would happen to his $190,000. But I'm not giving up. We just need to get creative.
Theoretically, if you wanted to, could you take them to small claims court?
If you wanted to limit it.
If I wanted to limit it...
But you would at least get $10,000 out of that though, right?
We could, but it would be giving up $100,000 more, you know?
So here's the here's the pitch.
Here we go.
What if we have 10 people sue 10 different times for $10,000 and we get $100,000?
No.
Well, why not? The reason that this will never work is because of a legal term called claim splitting.
Yeah, so it turns out my idea is called claim splitting, which
is when a civil plaintiff splits one lawsuit into 2 or more lawsuits, and that is illegal. Yes, if 10 different people sue and win money for one crime, then that is illegal. But we have already established that if one person sues for this crime, it is a very easy win. So what if this exact scenario just so happens to happen 10 different times? Think about it. If 10 different people get their Legos stolen by Bricks and Minifigs, all 10 people can individually sue, and it turns out that that is actually not considered claim splitting. So basically, if I can find 10 different victims of Bricks and Minifigs, my plan will work. And maybe I don't have to find 10 victims. Maybe I can create them. Starting with myself. First, I signed up for a credit card, and then used that credit card to walk into the bank and take out a $10,000 loan. I then used this $10,000 to buy a few Lego sets from Brian. Specifically, these Lego sets, and according to the legal paperwork, they're still Brian's to sell to me. But just in case Bricks and Minifigs tries to argue that for some reason this wasn't a legal sale, I hired a public notary to officially approve the purchase.
It's official. We have a public notary approving it. Notary public. We have a notary public approving it. I own these Lego sets now, right?
Once I stamp it, it's all yours.
Here we go.
Pleasure. Congratulations.
It looks like I legally now have $10,000 worth of inventory inside this Bricks and Minifigs store. So I wrote a very stern demand letter to Bricks and Minifigs demanding that they give me all of my $10,000 of Legos back. And they never got back to me. So I'm going to sue them in small claims court, completely separate of Brian. Now that there's 2 crimes committed against 2 completely separate victims, this is not considered claim splitting. So this is when I thought, if the plan works this well for me, it should also work this well for all my friends. So I signed up for a ton of more credit cards, took out a bunch of more money, and each of my friends bought $10,000 worth of Brian's Lego sets.
$10,000 for you? Here you go.
Thank you. You felt the need to bow.
This is when we realized there's actually a big problem with our plan because we're now all $10,000 in debt, and if we don't pay the banks back soon, the interest is gonna destroy us.
Dude, what's the problem?
We're $10,000 in debt.
Well, how do we solve this, dude? What do we do? We just ask our friends if they have like money to like loan us.
Tommy! I'm in a lot of debt, and I just wanted to know if you have $10,000 to loan me. No?
What?
Dang.
Yeah.
Well, it was worth a try. Michael! Do you have $10,000 to loan me?
I literally do not have $10,000.
But this is when we remembered that our friend Brian just made about $100,000 from all the Lego sets he just sold us. I bet he has extra money he could lend us. So we gave Brian a call.
So we're in a really weird pickle right now. I just need $10,000. That's all. I'll give it back. This is weird. I know. It's crazy, but like.
I can see about it. But
Oh, okay. Yeah.
oh my gosh, sure.
Brian legally gave each of us a $10,000 loan, which allows us to now pay back the banks to avoid interest. And it says in the paperwork that once we win these court cases against Bricks and Minifigs, we'll pay Brian back.
Yeah, we promise once we win this lawsuit, we'll pay you back.
Yeah, we'll pay you right back.
And if you're thinking, wait, how is all of this legal? There has to be some type of catch. And you're right, there is. It's called sales tax. But luckily for us in Oregon, there is no sales tax. It's one of the only states that doesn't have it. This means that we can just keep selling Lego sets back and forth to each other over and over for free.
Well, I think everyone's in. Should we start? You're gonna go to the top. It's start a filing.
But I haven't even told you guys the best part yet. The best part is that all of this is another flashback. Yeah, all of this happened a month ago. So now let's fast forward all the way back to present day where I'm still talking to Josh on the phone. And yeah, Josh has no clue that we've been preparing all of these court cases against him for the last month. He's about to be in for the surprise of his life.
Yeah, for a moment, put yourself in Josh's position to be like, all right, I'm trying my best not to pay this guy. Trying my best. I'm trying my best not to pay this guy. I know I don't have to pay him, and he can't do anything about it. While behind the scenes, the guy is literally pulling different schemes out of his back pocket, front pocket, sleeves, his shoulders, his waistband. He's just pulling tricks out of everything. This is a level of stress that I don't want to see my enemy with. I mean, Ben is a certified, for me, he's a certified antagonist. This man is. Let's get back into the video.
You have, like, I guess until the store closes, I guess, to get the Legos back, if that's the way you want to go. But if not, I guess we'll serve the papers today and then go to court.
How are you going to serve the papers today?
Well, figure it out.
That's not how it works. Are you young? That's not how the world works.
It's not how the world works? Well, we're going to do it. We're going to make the world work that way today.
Well, Bricks and Minifigs knows the deal. Get the Legos back before the store closes, or they get served court papers. And now we wait. And then waiting got kind of boring, so I'm going to spend the rest of the day promoting my We Steal From Old People company. Go to www.westealfromoldpeople.com for some awesome merch. And if Bricks and Minifigs calls the police on me for doing this, then they owe me $5,000 more. I've been advertising my company for a pretty long time now, and I've gotten no reaction from Bricks and Minifigs. So I'm sending in a secret undercover agent to see how they're handling the situation from the inside.
Oh no!
Well, they closed early on us. I think they're afraid of my lawsuit. So we decided to go bowling again. Oh, no way, no way, no way. Shut up. Oh my God!
It's the next day now, and you know what that means. It's go time.
It's go time.
The funniest part about yesterday was when I was talking to Josh on the phone, he totally thinks that I just made all of this up in the moment. When the actual reality is, we've been planning this court case for months. But I'm not complaining, because if Josh thinks it's fake, then he probably won't show up to court. And if Josh doesn't show up to court, we just win by default. So before I serve him any court papers, I'm actually first gonna confirm Josh's beliefs and do something super duper fake. Like give him a world record for the most amount of Legos ever stolen.
Not everyone can say that they're the best in the world at something.
Exactly.
You ready? Hi.
Hello.
I am Ryan with the Guinness World Record Association, and I think you're expecting this actually. This is an award for most Legos stolen by any company in the world.
Yo, did y'all see Amanda's face? Amanda was like, bruh. What's this? She was like, what? Guinness World Records. The most Legos stolen by any company in the world. Yeah. Amanda's reaction to that was, she was off. Yeah? She was like, she didn't know how to react. She froze. That's not something you would want your company to be recognized as. But hey, it happens. You brought it on yourself. Let's get back into the video.
Stolen by a single franchise.
Is that what it says?
Mm-hmm. I'm definitely not hanging that up.
You don't know anything about this.
I have no idea of anything about that.
Okay. I guess call
I
the.
am the manager.
Oh,
really?
Yeah.
And you weren't expecting it?
I was not expecting it.
Success. Anything that gets delivered to the store now, Bricks and Minifigs will probably also think it's fake, which is now perfect timing to serve all of these real court papers. But to do this, I need a lot of people. So I started recruiting some people with a game of hacky sack.
Oh! Here's your legal paperwork.
You have been served.
The first lawsuit has officially been served. Good luck, guys.
Here's my resume.
That was funny.
Everything was going exactly to plan. Well, until this happened.
Yeah, Park. Hurry! Yo, can we just talk real quick? Can we just talk?
I think Josh told this employee to close down the store early to avoid any more lawsuits coming in.
Yeah, she closed. As soon as she saw us pull up, she started closing up.
So for the rest of the day, I'm going to continue to advertise my We Steal From Old People company at www.westealfromoldpeople.com. I'm not getting many sales yet, but hopefully if I keep up all this advertising, people will eventually start believing in my company.
Kids freaking out over this PC law.
Yeah, we had to close early today, so
Are you
basically
guys gonna be open tomorrow though?
I don't know. So there's been some guy like harassing us because well, a lot of the Legos that we sell here are actually stolen Legos. Like we just steal the Legos.
Yeah.
Anyways, we ended up getting the rest of the court papers served, and now I'm just gonna fast forward a few months, and Bricks and Minifigs hasn't responded to a single court case we submitted against them. So I called the court to see what the next steps were.
Okay, so I don't see that there's been a response from anybody in the case. Since they didn't respond, you can move forward with a motion for default judgment.
Okay, awesome. Well, thank you so much. Yes, since Bricks and Minifigs didn't respond, looks like we win by default. Congratulations, you won the court case.
Wait, what? They really thought it was fake.
Yeah.
We did it!
Hey, that's fucking crazy, dude. No way!
Yes!
Yeah. Well, I think now it's time to go all the way back to Bricks and Minifigs and collect our money. And I got a cute little piggy bank here that they can put the money in. And so I traveled all the way back to Oregon to finally collect my money. It truly is a beautiful ending. This entire video, Bricks and Minifigs has been begging me to sue them.
If you think it's illegal, why sue me? Let's go to court. Sue me for us. Sue me. Let's go to court. Let's go to court then.
And when I finally followed their instructions, they were too scared to show up. There is no more legal loopholes, and there is no more postponing the problem. Now, Bricks and Minifigs finally has to deal with the consequences for their actions. So what if theoretically it went to court and it turns out you were wrong? Would you then admit you're sorry for everything?
Yeah, sure, of course, yeah. I give him the inventory, and the judge says I gotta give it to him. I gotta give it to him. I'm not gonna go against the judge's orders.
I couldn't believe it. Literally one day after we filed motion for default judgment, they permanently closed down the store. At first, it did feel kind of cool that our plan worked so well, it completely shut them down. But pretty quickly it sunk in that we are not the winners here. The only winners today is Bricks and Minifigs. Now, there's absolutely no way to hold this store liable for what they did. I guess Bricks and Minifigs was kind of embarrassed by this decision and forgot to mark online that their store is closed. So over the next few days, a bunch of negative reviews started coming in of people expecting an open store, but then being met with this. Bricks and Minifigs didn't even notify any of the kids' parents who booked birthday parties here. So when all the kids would show up, they would just have to sit in an empty parking lot for their birthday. If Bricks and Minifigs is too scared to show the world that they're closed, then the only way to let the world know is for me to give them an official closing ceremony. I guess someone driving by happened to take a picture of the sign we put up and posted it on social media. And pretty much immediately, we started going absolutely viral. The entire world has now seen this crime that Bricks and Minifigs has committed. And because of this, they finally marked on Google that their store is permanently closed.
I've been reading about this Bricks and Minifigs in Salem, Oregon that's got this sign out in front of it.
It's been over a week. The sign is still up, and people have been traveling from all over just to come and take a picture with this sign.
If you drive through Kaiser, you may have noticed a mysterious sign appear recently outside the closed Mini Bricks and Figs store. Permanently closed, we stole a family's life savings. They sued, we lost. By closing the store, we got out of having to pay the family what we owe them.
He just closed down his entire place of business to not pay you $100,000.
I don't know, like, we didn't get the Legos back, but I mean, we shut down an entire business. Like, that's almost...
We still gotta get the Legos back.
Which is why, even though Bricks and Minifigs closed down this store, I am not stopping until we get this entire Star Wars collection back to its rightful owner.
I don't know, it's just, this video's going on for so long now.
Yeah, I bet you wouldn't believe me if I told you that this is still literally just the beginning of this Lego story.
You know, I like how Ben is determined to resolve this issue. But on the other hand, Josh ain't trying to do that. Josh ain't trying to resolve anything. Josh is trying to stall for as long as he possibly can to not resolve this issue. And that's quite unfortunate, because based on this statement that Ben made, based on the things that he's been through so far, if I was Josh, I would just give to Ben what he's after. It's rightfully Mr. Manziel's collection. Just give it up. I think that this is going to cause more harm to the brand Bricks and Minifig than more good. It's gonna cause more harm than good, and I think corporate need to just step in and say, hey, listen, let's go through the inventory and let's give back the family what belongs to them, and just let us get over this. Because I don't think, I could be wrong, you know, because there are many ways to break someone's spirit or determination, but you have to take into consideration that some person's level of determination are much more greater than others to succeed at something. So far, Ben looks a bit determined. To be honest, a few times, like when he was back in California at his home after Josh told him that he was gonna give back the Lego set, and he went back to his home, and Ben went back home. At that moment, I thought that Ben was going to give up. He didn't. He clearly didn't. After he realized that Josh tricked him, he came back and he was like, yo, I'm up your anal, man. I'm here. I'm up your ass, you know? And I don't know. This is a very interesting story, you know? We just have to wait and see what happens. But so far, Ben is doing good. See you in the next video. Remember to like and subscribe, and see you next time.